Welcome to TDengine 2.0. We're going to explore in this video how we can use TDengine to do some powerful things. By the end of the video, the viewers will have understood how a demo model is created, what the asset model really means, generate their first panels, create a dashboard, and get an in-depth view about how AI is connected to every part of what they do, as well as TDengine's own AI native chat. Okay, let's start. Here, you see that TDengine prompts you to pick a sample scenario. We've got 6 to pick from natively, and you can pick multiple of them. To pick a sample scenario, simply turn on the scenario you want to pick. I'm going to pick the solar power sample scenario, but you can pick any one you want. Keep in mind, to reach this screen, you're going to have to fully register. And if you're having trouble with that, check out one of our other videos to make sure you get that right. Let's start. First, we're going to pick solar power, but you can pick anyone you want, like I said before. What this is going to do is it's going to create a sample asset model. That model will include live tags and the ability to manipulate those tags. Let's see what I mean when I hit confirm. You can see on the right, if it's working, it tells you the system is loading in sample data. If I open this Elements tab, I'll see solar power. Hey, that's the one we just picked. You can open up the solar power element, and you'll see that tree-like structure start to form. With the tree-like structure, you're able to open up and go deeper into that tree. Every deployment starts with an asset model. This is something you can create yourself, or use our sample data, which comes with a pre-configured asset model. Instead of looking at thousands of individual tags, TDengine organizes everything intelligently into logical assets. You can navigate through them with these icons. And now you're at the lower level of the tree. Let's open an individual asset. Every asset has a general section with its name, the path, and the template it's a part of. You can see here we're looking at a solar inverter. You can also see a default attribute, the altitude, and the location, and a small description. Everything can be adjusted here in the edit section. You can also group things by different groups devoid of this asset tree. So if I want to add it to a group, it'll pop up here in element groups. I click add to group, and then I would have to create a new group. We're not going to do that. You can also remove an element from a template if you want to break an element away from a template. Templates give you the ability to recreate things really easily, because if you make something for one template, you can give it to all of the other templates. Okay, another really cool feature I want you to see is general analysis. It gives you information using AI. This is one of the first AI features you'll see as you hop into the general section. Give it a try. It'll generate insights based on the attributes and where it falls on the asset hierarchy, telling you everything you need to know about your element. It even gives you semantic reasoning so you can see exactly what your AI is using. Okay, well, once that's generated, you can ask some follow-ups, and you can even see the tokens used. All of this information is readily available, and you can do immediately once you boot up TDengine. Okay, let's move to attributes. This is where your data lives. You'll notice there's 2 kinds of attributes: timestamped attributes and static attributes. You'll see the difference because there will be timestamped on those timestamp attributes. You can open up a timestamped attribute on its own chart by clicking to the left and clicking Add to Analysis Workbench. Here you'll see the timestamped attribute on a trend. Okay. If you want to view just the values, go back to that attribute and click History Value. This will show you all the historical data that you actually have. Awesome. Now, if you want more information about your attributes, you can click General Analysis. And now you're going to get analysis on each individual attribute. Just like before, it goes deep into every single attribute and gives you specific insights that you wouldn't be able to get. It even gives you some recommendations. Use this feature to understand every attribute better and see if there's any missing data. Or if there's some priorities for you to add specific data points. AI is built into everything we do, and you'll slowly understand that. Okay, for the next part of the video, let's go to panels. Going into panels, you'll immediately notice that it starts saying AI is generating suggestions. You can use AI in the creation of panels as well, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, let's give it a couple seconds here to let TDengine's AI generate some panels. But essentially, these are AI's best recommendations for what to generate for you. I can add more suggestions. I can like to show more of one kind of panel and dislike to show less of another kind. When I'm ready, I can generate the panel of my choice. And my LLM will write the SQL for me and put it on a panel without any manual intervention. Let's go ahead and make one. Giving it a second here, and there you go. It's fully generated. That looks really nice. But if I want to go deeper, and I also want to understand what this panel actually means, I also have some general analysis and panel interpretation on this exact panel. Here you can see some semantic reason on why TDengine interprets the panel. The AI features are to help you. Remember that. Okay, let's close this and save this panel. Let's go back. There's another way to create a panel. You can also generate a panel based on natural language. I'm going to show you how. I can simply type out all the panels that I want to create. I want to make a line graph of my DC power for the last day. Now, I give it a second here, and TDengine intelligently places all of that metadata onto a panel. You can see how AI limits the barrier of entry and also makes it really easy for experts to create panels like this. There you go. It's ready to go. And in 5 seconds, I can just save, and now I have 3 panels. Of course, AI is at the core of what we do, but we also want to give you the choice to make these panels manually. Go ahead and create your own panel by clicking Add to Metrics. You can add multiple metrics, so it just doesn't have to be 1 or 2. You can remove the title in the chart and play around with some of the graph settings, like multi-swim lane, so you can see multiple lanes. Use this slider to move up and down. Use the expressioning system to do things like multiply each attribute. So I can do this, evaluate, let's hit save. And you can even do fill opacity. Try the different chart types. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. When you're ready, hit save. There you go. Now we have 4 panels. The next part is going over to dashboards. But before we do that, give a try to the general analysis section. Just like before, it analyzes every panel you've made and provides you with recommendations. Here you can see some semantic reasoning, and then now it's giving you an overview and some semantic reasoning on why it gave you this overview. Use this to verify all the panels you've made. AI helps you through every step of the process. Okay, let's go to dashboards. In dashboards, I'm able to create aggregations of those panels. So I can click Add New Dashboard, choose the dashboard type. I'm going to go with standard, but we also have asset-centric visualizations, like those PNID diagrams used a lot in industrial operations. But today we're going to focus on the standard one, which is just the panels on a dashboard. Click Standard. Okay, you'll notice that there's more AI features here as well. I can use these AI features to create panels on the fly. Let's click Add to Dashboard. And you'll see my panel is being automatically generated with AI. No need to write anything, and all based on my template. But I want to resize it, and I can totally do that. Going to the library, you'll see some of those panels we've created. Go ahead and throw them up. Oh, this one doesn't fit, and that's okay. You can resize panels to how you like. And if you click Add, TDengine automatically adapts. So organize it to the best of your abilities. And when you're satisfied, I think I want to do something like this. Maybe I want to increase the size. I could also do that. When you're satisfied with your panel, go ahead and hit save. I'll give you a couple seconds. Okay, that looks good for me. Here's a couple more things you could do with your panels. Go to the dashboard section to view all of the options. You can do this for individual panels as well, or the overall dashboard. The selected panels will do that. All right, in the dashboard section, you can change the background color. Let's quickly go over that. I kind of like blue. That's totally okay. I can add an effect. We're going to turn this off, but for instance, if you wanted to add particles to the background or Fantasia, you could do that. They're just animations. You can show the grid lines. I can increase the panel gap. Let's say I want it to be 10. I could totally do that. I'm going to turn these grid lines off. You can increase the panel padding. You can change the border style. I'm going to keep it solid. And you can increase the panel border radius. You can also increase the panel border width. I think I like it the way it is. Okay, you can also change the color if I want to match that blue theme. I'm going to go orange, kind of contrasts. Oh, okay, I really like that, but I want to change the gap back. There you go. All right, looks like we've got a nice looking dashboard, and I can change these at any time. So for instance, if I don't want this background color, I can also clear it, go right back to transparent, and I could also change the border radius however I like. I'm going to keep it like this. I think it looks pretty good. One other thing is you can add a scheduled report. With these reports, you can send texts, emails, or Slack messages or team messages of your dashboard, weekly, daily, or monthly. Give it a try if you want to wake up to a dashboard. Super helpful for people who like to see things on a daily basis. You can also turn multi-swim lane on or off here. Isn't that cool? Right within a dashboard. You can add a dashboard to a group if you want to group them together. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Also, let's make sure to give this dashboard a name. So give it a name. Give it a description. This is a demo. Give it a category. New. Okay, now it's ready to go. Go to the dashboard section and you'll see that demo dashboard. Wow, looks great. Now what are some things I can do from here? You could still disable and enable multi-swim lane. I can do a general analysis on this dashboard if I want some AI-driven features. I can control the time range, right? So we can look at the last 12 hours of data or the last couple months of data. It's truly up to you. And I can pick a shortcut time range. As you can see, you'll notice your AI is generating all of those insights for you, even on a dashboard. I encourage you to try this out. You can even do an auto refresh interval. Maybe you want to see your dashboard refresh every second. Super helpful for those who have live data flowing. You can also manually refresh. Give that a try. Let's turn that off for now. You could share your dashboards. You can pick the duration you want to share, as well as the ability to turn on all the commands that I just showed you. Give it a try. And this link will show you just the dashboard, devoid of the asset tree that we just talked about. Okay, you can also do some annotations. I'm just going to say demo. And you'll be able to see these annotations whenever you open annotations. Now you've made your own dashboard. Great job. Last thing we're going to go over is the AI chat. Go into AI chat. Here you can ask TDengine intelligent questions about the platform itself or about your data. I want to know how to build a bar gauge. I'm pretty curious. Now, TDengine automatically gives you some semantic reasoning and now tells you how to build a bar gauge within TDengine. It tells you what's supported and what's not supported. Awesome. Chat with TDengine's inbuilt AI chat to see how powerful the agent is. I encourage you to ask a ton of questions. And there's even a token analysis so you know how many tokens you used. There you go. Try some of the follow-up questions. Awesome. Thanks for watching, and we're going to go more in depth into all of these features. If you're having trouble getting to this screen, there are other videos showing you exactly how to start 0 to 1. Thank you for choosing TDengine.